Hey, I just wanted to hop on. I've been wanting to talk, read out of the New Testament because that's what people really need to get their foot in the door if their foot isn't. But most of us are grown. We should know. There should be no excuse, but just in case you don't. Like you hear talks about war, about Putin, I heard, seen that like he's taken over the naval base in Ukraine, and it's scaring a lot of people. But let me just read this. I'm sure most of you know what I'm going to read. It's Matthew 24, and it's going to be a little bit lengthy, but it's the destruction of the temple and signs of the end times. Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its buildings. "Do you see all these things?" he asked. "Truly, I tell you, not one stone here will be left on another. Every one will be thrown down." As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, telling us, they said, "When will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age?" And Jesus answered, "Watch out that no one deceives you." No one. That was me out of that. I'm sorry. "For many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pangs. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time, many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other, and many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold, but the ones who stand firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. So when you see standing in the holy place the abomination that causes desolation, spoken of through the prophet Daniel, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let no one on the housetop go down to take anything out of the house. Let no one in the field go back to their cloak. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that your flight will not take place in winter or on the Sabbath. For then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. At that time, if anyone says to you, 'Look, here is the Messiah,' or 'There he is,' do not believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect." They're not coming for the people that don't believe. They're coming for you. They're coming for me. They're coming for the believers. They're coming for the elect, which means the ones who withstood Satan in the first earth age. "See, I have told you ahead of time. So if anyone tells you there he is out in the wilderness, do not go out. Or here he is in the inner rooms, do not believe it. For as lightning that comes from the east and is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vultures will gather. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall down from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. I'm going to stop right there. Let me try to focus here. Yeah, like, you guys know what's going on. You see the differences. You've seen things coming to light. Like, do you ever notice, like, sometimes you don't even talk about something, and all that stuff just pops up on your phone, and it's just, things are coming to light, whether it be Satan or God. But just know, everything is from God. Everything. Like the destroyer, when Yeshua comes as the conqueror, it's from God. Like, God uses evil for his will, but he doesn't partake in it himself, per se. But yeah, he's coming for you, the one that thinks you got it all together, you'll be good, be alright. But if you're lukewarm, you better heat right on up. See you guys later.